Chapter 871. The energy was shapeless and colorless. It was indescribable. However, it was undeniably there. It was still weak at the moment, but Wilbur could sense that the energy was uniform and consistent. This consistency was fueled by a powerful force. Wilbur could not understand the consistency yet, but he had his second consciousness work on analyzing it at once. He was certain that he would be able to achieve great things with this. Wilbur smiled, then picked up the Pope's crown. The red gem on the crown shone bright and fiery. "This gem looks rather familiar," he mused. Carl piped up then. "It was Elder Catherine who gave up her gemstone for this crown we made." "Oh." Wilbur looked at Catherine, who lowered her head and bowed. He then looked at the crowd before him, all of whom seemed overwhelmed with emotion. It was as if they were waiting for something to happen. Since that was the case, Wilbur hesitated no more. He put the fire dragon crown on and spread his arms wide open. Catherine walked over with the Pope's robes, putting them on Wilbur and carefully smoothing out each crease. The white robes had flames and clouds stitched into the hems, and a fire dragon on the chest. Beneath the tray was a golden cloak with multiple embroidered fire dragons spitting out golden flames. Wilbur put on the fire dragon crown, the Pope's robes, and the cape of flames. He appeared even taller and more authoritative immediately. Wilbur then took out his sheik's scepter. He glanced at the scepter, and it lit up with layers of flames. A dragon's head appeared on the top of the scepter, a small golden flame burning above it endlessly. Carl knelt with the crowd, calling out, "We're at your service, Your Holiness the Pope of the Church of Fire Dragons. We're at your service, Your Holiness." The believers cried out emotionally, their voices ringing throughout all of Saturn Village. Wilbur raised his scepter, his expression turning stern. "The Lord of Fire Dragons shall bless each believer of the Fire Dragon Lord to never have to suffer from famine, poverty, or catastrophe." Wilbur's voice boomed through the square, seeming to permeate the soul of every believer. They were overwhelmed with emotion, chanting Wilbur's words and repeating them over and over again. Wilbur stopped them a few minutes later. "I hereby enthrone Elder Catherine Sharp as patron saint of the Church of the Fire Dragon Lord. She shall carry the same power as me." Tears welled up in Catherine's eyes, and she collapsed to Wilbur's feet on her knees, trembling all over. The believers had already established a strong sense of trust and respect in Catherine, as her speeches seemed to fill them with a sense of belief and faith that they had never quite felt before. Everyone was more than happy to see her be made patron saint. "Her Holiness the Patron Saint! Her Holiness the Patron Saint! Her Holiness the Patron Saint!" The crowd's cries went on for the next few minutes. It was Wilbur who calmed them down in the end. "Go home, my devout believer, and spread the word of faith wherever you can. All believers of the Fire Dragon Lord shall be blessed with his guidance." The crowd bowed profusely, crowding forward to kiss Wilbur's feet before reluctantly getting up to leave.